Here we are again with the Footy Show. My name is Paul, and we have, as usual, our stars of stage, screen and television. We've got Peter. How are you, Peter?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. We've got the Lieutenant. How are you today?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm very well. And Jamie, how are you going?
Good, thanks.
That's good. Let's talk about the weekend. What was the highlight of the weekend, Pete? What do you think?
The highlight of the weekend was West Coast, I think, upsetting Carlton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything to add to that?
Well, the big mark from Nick Natanui.
Yes, I think Nick Natanui's mark will be remembered. It might even take.
It looks like Jeslinko.
Yeah, I don't know. But, well, actually, there might be an element of the old Jeslinko in that.
Jeslinko, you
beauty, indeed. Anyway, I don't think were there any great surprises at the weekend? What do you think, guys?
Surprises.
I think,
I must admit, I didn't expect Melbourne to win.
Oh, yeah, Melbourne had a good win.
Yeah, no, I just, for my money, I was almost certain that the Tigers would win that game.
Yeah.
So I was quite surprised when Melbourne found now they found themselves in the 8. So that was a big surprise to me. The other thing is, I guess we've got to deal with this at some time, Peter, but being an Essendon supporter, it's gone a little bit
It's gone downward, very south.
Yeah, no, it's kind of strange because, again, we talked about this last week about how at the beginning of the year everyone was saying how great they are, new coach, and now it's almost like the wheels have fallen off. Who have you got this week?
Oh, we've got Geelong. That's going to be one hell of a task.
Where's that being played?
That's at Etihad Stadium.
Okay. Well, that's a big ask.
Yeah.
And we'll move on to the Hawks. How are the Hawks travelling? You'd have to say they're going rather well then.
Yeah, Hawks are going very well.
Yes. And what happens this week? Buddy's back?
Yeah, Buddy's back this week.
Okay, and who have you got this week?
We got
Bulldogs. They got Collingwood.
We got Collingwood, so they've got a chance.
Collingwood this week, is it? Fantastic. Oh, well, that'll be the game of the round, I would suggest.
Yeah.
Because certainly in recent times, Hawthorn have been able to beat Collingwood. And last year was no exception. Beat them just before the finals and then we took it out. And it's been a bit of a turnaround for the Bulldogs. You're happy about that?
Yeah, happy they had a good win over 22 points.
22 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were good, but I mean, it wasn't much opposition to really speak of, was it?
Yeah, and we got Melbourne this week, so it could be a little bit of a tough.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
Okay, and you'd have to say, what about the Blues?
Oh,
the Blues.
Yes, I mean, they were done by West Coast, if we go back to where we started, I guess. And again, many people were predicting that Carlton, that was the game that would sort of see them into the 8, they'd be solid, they'd be in the top 4 and all of that, and it's all been turned on its head again.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see.
The Carlton need to regroup, need to play good next week for Richmond.
Yeah, well, you'd imagine that would be the case, that they would in fact they should win that game. But on the other hand, the way things have been, particularly with Melbourne and with Richmond now, it's hard to predict what's going to happen. Now, what's happened with Rioli? I believe he's done his hamstring, so he's going to be out for a little while.
3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. And it'll be interesting to see how that affects the balance of the forward line at Hawthorn, because you pull one little peg out of that setup, and it may affect the way it operates. And of course, they're coming up against probably the quality back line.
Of Collingwood.
Of Collingwood.
Yeah.
And having said that, I think probably it'll be a great case of Harry O'Brien will probably have to line up on Buddy Franklin, I would suggest, on the weekend, unless they give it to Nick Maxwell, which would be interesting. All right, perhaps we should do, what do you think? Should we have a look at our tips for this coming week?
Yes, we should.
All right, so if we look at what we've got on this week, Western Bulldogs against Melbourne, that's on this Friday?
I think Melbourne will win.
No, I think we'll win.
I reckon Melbourne will just win.
Okay, I think the Bulldogs will probably win. Just need a turnaround, I may be wrong. Richmond against Carlton.
Richmond and win.
Carlton by a bit, big margin.
I've got 2 at Carlton, you've got a Richmond?
Richmond win.
Yeah, no, I'd be hoping Richmond will win, but I think Carlton will.
Yeah.
Fremantle against the Gold Coast?
Fremantle for me.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question on that. They're doing better than what we expected.
Because Gold Coast we were all started.
Very young.
Yes,
young. They'll get there one day.
Yes. Essendon against Geelong at Etihad.
I think Essendon just win.
Really?
Yep.
It's a big call.
I think Geelong.
Yeah, no, I think Geelong.
I'll stick with Essendon, just for the sake of it.
Yeah, well,
Well,
it's a point, you've got no choice. Adelaide against Sydney.
Sydney.
Sydney will win it, buddy.
Alright, here's my turn around. I reckon Adelaide will win.
Yeah.
Simply because Sydney put in such a huge effort on
Against
the
Collingwood.
weekend against Collingwood, didn't get there. It would have been a bruising game. If you watch the tally, they actually spoke to Luke Ball afterwards on Saturday night, and he said that against Sydney, they come out of a game and they are just bruised and battered.
Yeah.
He said, despite the fact that we won, I'll be really sore tomorrow. And I was thinking, okay, Sydney will be down too. And they've got to travel again. They've got to go all the way to Adelaide. So I think that may be a factor.
Yeah.
And also because Adelaide are on the skids, they're right backs against the wall. This would be the one time where they could come good. So that's going to be my odds.
I think it was a close game. It was the 1 by 6 and it was 93 to 99.
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, Collingwood you could say they were lucky to get away with it.
Because they did kick.
Their kicking was so bad.
Shocking,
I mean, you know,
I mean, they won by a goal, 6 goals.
yeah, I know, but the point is with, you know, even down to poor old Daisy, had 3 shots at goal that he would normally have kicked, and he kicked 3 points.
Colin 1 by 6 is good.
Anyway, Brisbane Lions versus Port Adelaide on Sunday.
I think Brisbane because it's at the Gabba, and Port Adelaide aren't going that well.
Yeah, I think Brisbane,
I reckon Brisbane will win.
Yeah, you're right there. Collingwood against Hawthorn, the big one on Sunday.
I think Collingwood is too good still.
I reckon
Hawthorn are travelling pretty well, but with I think with Buddy coming back might test Collingwood a bit.
I think Hawthorn because they got Shane Shavity from Hawks.
Yeah, I think Colin for me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you don't need to ask me. Collingwood, I reckon, will win.
Collingwood, yeah.
And finally, North Melbourne against St Kilda.
I reckon North win.
I think the Saints, because the Saints are starting to play some good footy.
North,
in patches.
Yeah.
I think the Saints would just get up.
I reckon North.
I think it's in North Melbourne, so
because North
could be a chance.
Because North got like Boomer Harvey, got Petrie, got Lizzie Thomas, and Daniel Wells.
Yeah, no, well, you know, Rudolph needs to find some form. There's a few things, a few issues. North are coming good. St Kilda have been average.
I think I'll pick North for this one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with the Saints, even though I think it's a bit of a toss of a coin.
Yeah.
Right, gentlemen, thanks very much again this week. We'll talk to you again. Actually, we're taking a break for a couple of weeks, so we'll see you in a few weeks.